Man sets up camera after food goes missing, but was left astonished when he saw the recording. Joe Cummings and his girlfriend live in a beautiful apartment in Manhattan. They both are really happy with their new place, but soon this place started to show its real face when strange things started to happen in the house. As expected, they didn't give it much of an attention in the start, but when the situation got out of the hands, Joe did something which he felt was right at that moment, only to find out that there is something more to it. Joe and his other half were out for dinner to enjoy their special night and returned late in the night. He was sure that he left the coffee mug in the kitchen before he left that night, but to his surprise, the mug was on the table in front of him, which was half filled. He didn't give it much of a thought, as he was feeling really tired, so he straight away went to bed to sleep. The coffee mug was just a start. There was more which was about to come into their lives that shocked them to the core. Joe started to see some unusual activities inside the house, but who could be behind all these strange activities? He found his clothes inside the cupboard in all messy condition, and someday he didn't even find some of his clothes. Someday he was prepared to go to bed when he saw that lights of the hall room are on. He was sure that he switched them off, but he went to bed to sleep. He could sense that something wasn't right, but it was already late and he had no intention in solving the mystery behind who switched on the lights. It was for his own good that he didn't investigate it further, because if he would have, then something terrible could have happened to him. In the next day, Joe was taking a bath when he heard some footsteps outside, so he came outside the bathroom, but there was no one. Things started to get really serious and frightening when Joe had no idea where all of his food went. He started to pay attention to the surrounding of his house and found out that his food was vanishing. He knew that he just can't eat this much of food every day, and it has to be someone else. But who was doing all of this? He wanted to move out of the house, but he wanted to solve the mystery behind everything. So he set up some cameras and recorded the culprit. He was completely left astonished when he saw the video. What did he see? Well, the recording showed some strange truth about the house. He was watching the footage on his laptop when he saw someone coming down from the upper-level closet of the kitchen. This person with long hair was coming down from the closet and moved towards the refrigerator. That person was looking like Joe's girlfriend, and he couldn't believe that she was the responsible of all of this. But little did he know, the footage was about to show him something more. This long-haired woman turned her face towards the camera, but this face doesn't look of his girlfriend. This stranger was roaming in the kitchen without any worries, as she owns the house. Joe slowly moved towards the downstairs to catch the thief red-handed. But the woman heard him coming, so she hid behind the couch and stayed there for a while. Joe took his time before he made his move, and he decided to leave so that she doesn't know if Joe knows about her. He went back and began watching the footage of this woman, who seemed like had all the fun, was now moving towards her hiding spot on the upper cabinet of the kitchen. It's very natural to be afraid of something like this when you realize that there was some stranger living in the house and roaming inside the house, eating your food when you are asleep. Just imagine yourself being in a situation like this. We sure would be running for our lives. Joe calmed himself and dialed 911 to inform them about this mysterious person who has been living in his house for a while. Cops immediately made their move and arrested the woman. They told Joe that she has been living in his house for over 2 weeks, but to his relief, she was now in handcuffs. So now, he can go back to his normal life after living this horror movie.